Who is your prediction of a couple? I need to know. Because like I said, I'm looking my views is on Kazuto and Uzak. I think of the unthinkable because they're the same but the opposite at the same damn time. So drop your comment below. Let me know who you think is going to be coupling. Let me know what you think of the boyfriend. Okay, I need to know.
Reality 这个没笑。หิวตอนนี้ท้องว่างมากมีกล้วยเอาไหมไม่ชอบกล้วยอันเล็กๆเลยอ่ะชอบกล้วยแบบยาวๆไม่จริงๆหมายถึงว่ากล้วยเล็กมันรู้สึกแบบกินทำไมมันยังไม่ได้แบบนึกออกมาหมายถึงว่าแบบไม่ถึงเลย
Hey, so this is a little awkward. I have things.
If you don't know, now you know. Welcome back to hashtag J Podcast. And guys, you already know it's your podcast with all your BL gossip and gossip content. And guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And to all my returning subscribers, hello, BL babe. Are you guys watching The Boyfriend on Netflix? Baby, it slaps, it pops, it does what it do, and I'm open. So tomorrow they're going to be airing episodes, I want to say 4 through 6. Yes, 4 through 6. And these gentlemen are already showing a little bit of couple up action. Okay. So far we already got the DAI and SHUN dynamic going on, but there seem to be a few hiccups. DAI, fucked around and found out. Let SHUN look at his phone, look at a few photos. SHUN, swiped a little bit too much, entered a few places he shouldn't have been, and he saw a few of Dai's thirst trap pics he used for a few dating apps. Now on this show, you do have a panel that do recap to the the BL reality show as it's going along. Now, my favorite panel person is Darian because he's a little bit more open minded and more, to me, well vast on the dynamics of the dating life in different age groups. Like he's just more open to the nuance and how people date. So when Shun was, acting up in his feels with Dai over the whole thirst trap pick, Durian did mention something that was very interesting and a complete, Snapple fact. Dating nowadays is not organically the way it used to be back then when you go out and you meet people. You do have relationships like that where people do meet organically, but the nuance and the thing to do is to meet people online. And relatively, we have people who are free, open, and very expressive of oneself and what they have to offer in a relationship. And when you watch the show, you can see that these gentlemen are to a point very into their bodies, their physique. Dai has an amazing body. So does Tyhoon. Usak has an amazing body, and so does Kazuto. So these guys really do really hone in to their fitness. And at the end of the day, they want to serve that sexy because whoever they get with, they want to be able to give them the ooh la la. You know what I'm saying? So Shun gets caught up in his feelings. We find out that previous relationships he dealt with people, it seems like they cheated on him, and he found looking through their phones and found out that they were using these apps to encounter these people that they were doing these ugly actions towards him with, and also to just Papa loopy loop in this situation where you see Alan. Alan is one of Dai's old freak offs. Okay. They got body to body sometime in the past. Now, when Alan first comes in and Dai is like, oh, shoot. At first, you like, have they done things together? You wonder. But then, Alan solidifies it in his confessional that him and Zai, and then I think Zai just basically was like, yeah, we boop, she boop, or whatever. So, the adding all that in, Shun is just like, he's going through it. Now, on the low low, and nobody really no. Ryota is in deep like of Shun, but he knows that Shun is in deep like of Dai. Now, to me, Shun is in deep like with Dai because in the beginning, Dai was actually the first person to tell someone that he liked them. Like Dai was very confident. He know he's serving up that sexy because Dai in the first like their first assignment they had to do, they had to write a letter to the castmate, even though they all just met, but the castmate that they find attractive and that they're open to like forming a relationship with. Dai was the cast member that got the most letters. He got 3 letters. So the people that wrote Dai the letters, right, was Kazuto, right, Ryota, and Gensei. But Gensei wrote his letter in hindsight for him and Dai to form a friendship. And Gensei and Dai they do have a real, you can see that they're forming like a real cute best friend friendship. I can see when the show ends that them two are going to be really close on a friendship tip. Now, Gensei is under the impression that Ryota like him when Ryota asks Gensei to work on the coffee truck with him. Now, the coffee truck is a business that these guys are going to be venturing in together collectively for a month to earn money to keep up the house, which is called the green room. The green room is a reference, is a surface term for like the water hole that a wave makes. Is supposed to give like it's like a form of serenity, peace, and being with one with oneself type of situation. So their house is called the green room, and coffee truck is their coffee truck is called Beautiful You. So it's cute, they cute, they doing. So Gensei is under the impression that Ryota like him because Ryota asked him to work with him. Now that's another thing that they do. They the computer AI tablet chooses the person who's going to be in charge of the day of the coffee truck, and that person chooses the person they work with. Now, idealistically, the person they're choosing to work with is the person that they like and they want to get to know because they're spending time with each other on this coffee truck. Now, the next type of interaction they're assigned to do, which is more so of the coupling factor, was for them to all put in a jar who they like and who they would want to go on a date with. And if it matches with the person that they like, they can go on a date. Now, the only people who matched was Shun and Dai. That's why I say, like, they're your first official trying to form a couplation out of this group. So out of the 3 episodes, they're the only two that kind of look like they going through a path of something. But once Alan come up in the mix, Shun is all up in anxiety. Like you can tell that it's so quick that Shun kind of like died, and that's why I like Darian because Darian he said it in a way that he did lend some type of understanding to Shun. He said, "I can understand." It seemed like from his past that the relationships he had that those people were on those sites and they were doing the little things that he noticed and died, and he was just like Shun to a point has to come to the terms that today's age that the things that die do is of the norm and of the standards of dating society. So Shun is a little bit, how should I say, old school with it, but he's young. As you can see, him and Dai is the same age. But that's what they're going through. And I don't know if Alan's going to bring in a mess because I seem like Alan's kind of occupied with Uzak, which all the guys are kind of thrown by Uzak because Uzak is a go-go dancer. I'm sorry. I didn't even tell you guys their profession. All right. So the professions of the guys is Dai is a student. Hyun is a designer. Ryota is a barista and a model. Gensei is a hair and makeup artist. Shun is a musician. Kazuto is a chef. Baby, he's my favorite. I want to put that out there. The one in the middle, Kazuto is my favorite. And when he walked in the house, I was like, ooh, okay, he's a shorty. All right. And Usak is the go-go dancer. But Usak is a well-known go-go dancer. So when they find out Usak is moving in the house, is coming in the house, it's like the way Kazuto act, because in the beginning Kazuto's very reserved. He says that he's not looking for someone with a nice physique. He doesn't mind if they got a little fluff on them or whatever. But baby, when he finds out that Usak is moving in that house with them and becoming a cast member, the way he get flustered and disheveled, I think that them two may end up being something, but it seemed like Kazuto goes through a little bit of a trouble because they show you little previews of their moments when they're in a form of distress and things is just kind of not going in their favor. So I just want to let you know Shun does cry a lot. And we can see in the future there might be a lot more crying. Okay. But Gensei, back to Gensei. Gensei thinks Ryota has a thing for him, but I'm thinking slowly Gensei is realizing that Ryota doesn't really have a thing for him because Ryota's not really trying to have time where they spend time with each other and to get to know each other. Kazuto really has a lot to like a lot of stuff he's working on as far as like he's a chef and he's a manager of a restaurant. So he's not really there as much as all the other guys are. And then Usak works out a lot because he's a go-go dancer and he drinks some nasty ass boiled chicken smoothies. You don't really see him interact with them that much either. Now, Aiko, I want to say that's how you say Aiku. Oh, well, Aiku. We're gonna call him that because Aiku hasn't come into the fold yet. I think Aiku might come into the fold maybe tomorrow and the next 3 episodes. But Aiku has not been introduced to the guys and to us as of yet, so we don't really know about him. And as we can see, he's the youngest cast member. But baby, this show so far is giving because Dai and Shun will literally will you be like, what the fuck is going on here? You will really have those moments because baby, when he cries, he does a Justin Timberlake cry me a goddamn river. And I really was sitting there looking at the TV and drinking my wine, and I was just like, how? I was like, he's upset about that, but then when he tells what he been through, you understand. But it's just like, baby, you guys are getting to know each other, and being on this show, he is not going to think after like a week, I'm going to delete my thirst trap pics in my apps. Like, no, it's not going to work that way. You guys are not official. You're still getting to know each other. And in hindsight, Shun has a way that he does tell Dai the way he can figure out if he really has feelings for him, if they share a kiss. And Dai tries to give him a kiss, but Shun was like, no, not right now. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to kiss. So that hasn't happened yet, but we're looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to what Aku has to offer. Okay? Because I wonder who he gonna stir up things with because he's cute. So I think he may be a little messy tip in between the Dai and Shun dynamic. Who knows? Right now, Alan is just like in the midst, but Alan is on USAC, and USAC body wise is the biggest cast member. So, and then like I said, Ryota got it bad. He's in deep for SHUN, but SHUN likes DAI. So it's crazy. It's real crazy. But guys, you already know if you like, love, and enjoy our amazing reaction videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with the notification bell below. Also, hunty, let us know what couple who you think gonna match up. Who do you think is going to match up? Who you think is going to be coupling? Who you think is going to be coupled up at the end of the boyfriend? Who is your prediction of a couple? I need to know. Because like I said, I'm looking, my views is on Kazuto and Yuzak. I think of the unthinkable because they're the same but the opposite at the same damn time. So drop your comment below. Let me know who you think is going to be coupling. Let me know what you think of the boyfriend. Okay, I need to know. All right, guys. You guys already know. Be you, be amazing, and most importantly, be safe in these crazy streets. All right, lay us, my beautiful BL Babe.